Hey guys, how are you doing today? My name is Jules. I am standing in my studio right now at the juleboxstudios.com. If you are at all following me, I have just recently come back to YouTube after about 5 years, actually 6 years this month. So I had the spinal fusion done in 2016, went back to school 2017. That took almost a year, 2018. I graduated, but I had landed a job while I was still in school. I went back to work. I closed my shop, so I was absent. But over the past year, I've been taking care of my dad. I've been back and forth to Los Angeles and back home here in Washington, and it's just been a long time since I've been on YouTube, and I miss it. Since last year in 2020, in June, I left work on leave, went to take care of my dad. Didn't come home for probably 4 or 5 months. My husband went down to see me and ended up in the hospital with massive kidney stones. His kidneys were swollen. He had been bleeding. He had excruciating pain. We took him to the hospital. He was in the hospital for about 4 days. They did a procedure called lithotripsy, which is that blasting of the kidney stones. They were massive. They were almost an inch big. Anyways, he ended up in the hospital. So I came back with him here to Washington, back at home, and so we're waiting for a referral for the specialist to see him. They contacted him yesterday and they set up an appointment for him, but it's not for a few weeks, so I'm going to be home. And still in contact with mom and my brother and sister-in-law and stuff in Los Angeles, checking in on dad. And if anything happens, I'm on a flight back and I'm there in 3 hours. So I'm home. I'm not working. We're just waiting for the next level stage of treatment. Anyways, I just want to make sure he's okay. And I have my craft room that is a mess and very dusty. It is a large room. It is our family room. I'm going to grab the camera and then I'm going to show you a little bit around here. I'm going to show you as it is, and I'm a little embarrassed. It's dusty. I haven't been home for a while, but I'll show you, and I'll show you the furniture and stuff that I have as well, okay? All right. See here, I'm going to pan through. So this is one of the main entrances. I mean, the traffic comes through here and then down the hallway. Coming out, this is one full wall that I have. This is a very old dresser that had tons of flowers, all flowers, all paper flowers and stuff in there. Right now I had condensed and I've got just a little bit here, but mainly have a few left in here. It's an old dresser. Empty. So I keep some stuff here, like some of the orders that I had in the past that I need to refer back as far as price goes. I've got a cubicle here that houses one of my sewing machines, because I have the Singer right there. And then this table is a sewing table. Doesn't look like one now because I have a mess going on, but I have a Brother sewing machine there. Some sewing elements for one of the machines. I have an empty box that has supposed to hold supplies and things for my sewing. And I also do some crocheting, so I have some yarn left over that I need to try and use. And then in here, this over here I'm still working on. I'm organizing my dies. I have these IKEA little organizers for like small bits and pieces. I have jewelry and washi tape, sequins, things like that. But this cabinet I found at an antique shop for, I think it was $65 or $85, one of the two, something like that. It was just under $100, and it's so cool. Anyways, it's got 4 drawers. I have packing stuff in here, some tapes and things. This is where my labeler goes, but it's currently on one of my tables. Some photo stuff, my little Instax camera case. I can't remember where I even put the camera. Just bits and things. Oh, there it is right there. It's not, doesn't even go there. Anyways, I have some film, the box that my Canon came in. So this doesn't have doors on it. So my mom, sweetheart that she is, wanted to sew me a little curtain. So she was like, I'll put a rod up and I'll put little ruffles and look pretty and I'll use some of your laces. This cabinet down here has 2 shelves, and I've got just some random things in there. I have some foil, my Prima chalk ink, Prima flowers, chock full of Prima packages of flowers I've had for a long time. I have some like rub-on stickers, some embellishments, frames, vintage metals. So those are I'm just storing them in there. I really was throwing things everywhere because I didn't know where to put anything yet. It was really difficult at the beginning when we first moved in with my back and everything. So I left a lot of stuff for later. Some film for my little selfie printer, some floral supplies, loose prim embellishments. I need to figure out what to do with that really. Packages of blings and pearl packs. Over here is another, and I didn't label this one, but it's some more flowers. This is my other stash of flowers that I have. And then at a Goodwill, I found this for $14, this cabinet here. I refinished it. And then it's housing some shoe boxes that have all kinds of stuff in it. Studio Calico, October Afternoon, Recollections. They're just embellishments because this is the only way I can think of storing it. My Road, Heidi Swap. And then I had some extra glues from my shop that I'm just keeping for myself because I know I'm gonna need them anyways. I did restore it, chalk painted it, and added a little deal up there. This is my hutch that I've had for years. When we first moved out here in 1998, my first paycheck, I spent it on this hutch. So it's very sentimental to me. It housed all of my laces, and I recently sold all of the rolls that I had. So everything that I own, almost everything that I own, is just in this one basket. So I have a picture of the hutch when I had all my laces in there. I'll show that to you right now. And then I just had, these are all empty. These are empty. The shelves are empty. This, I don't think I have anything in there, but garland and then some lights. So I'm going to figure out what else I'm gonna be able to store in here. This is some Tim Holtz products that I am getting ready to post for sale. The whole basket is full of just Tim Holtz stuff. Anyways, I did have it all written here. So I'm gonna probably use this for fabrics. Let me pan over. This little hutch here with that bottom piece, there's fabrics and stuff in there. This is holding random books and just a bunch of crap that I need to get rid of. I'm probably gonna move this, take this whole cabinet out, move everything and organize it in here. Since it's pretty much empty, I don't know what I'll do with the baskets quite yet. But I might end up having to move this metal shelf back over there to get this out of the middle of the floor. Anyways, it's super messy in here. Now I've tossed some stuff up at the top because I don't know where else to put it. That is just a wire basket, and it's got a roll of a like faux fur rug that I haven't cut out yet to use because my dogs will tear it up, and I've just left it up there for now. The burlap garland I just threw up there. That greenery I just threw up there. I got my pom-pom hung up though. I'm proud of myself for that. My 2 vintage apple baskets. I don't think anything is in there right now, but I wanted to organize the tops and put some pretty stuff up there, and it hasn't gotten there yet. I forgot to show you guys, but on top of this, I just have a coffee cup that Anna bought for me a while ago. It says I'm a sucker for coffee, but it's got my really big bamboo crochet hooks in there. I thought they were so cute. So, and it's dusty up here. Yep, it's dusty. This was her old laundry basket she had when she was in college. Is not into this color anymore for some reason. Darn it. So I'll take it. So I've got some stuff in there like for sewing. I've got some foam, some lining or liners or whatever for quilting, things like that that I want to be able to get into. So over here again, the hutch, I have like some string, balloon string, regular string, jute string. I've got these wires that I was using for when I was making some masks. I have some other jute stuff in here, but little bits and stuff, so I had them in a box. A little bit of tissue. This is where I house pretty much all of my packaging plastic bags. I have all kinds of sizes that I use. I get these from clearbags.com if you guys are interested and need to order some. Down here I got another thing of jute. But I have my Zutter, my binding book binder, whatever, some rings, my distresser, some bags. I've got quite a few things. Coco and Reno little bags that I can't seem to throw away. Anyway, some other bags here, the vintage little bags with the vintage newspaper print on it. These are just bags that we're just reusing when we have gifts and stuff to give. Craft colored, all kinds of colored. Some that Anna gave me that we've just saved. Tissue. I have tissue down there. I didn't realize I had so much tissue. Paper doilies, envelopes for mailing. My manila envelopes, sometimes that I mail some products in. I have to reorganize that too. On this side, because, well, these two were sitting on top of my mantle. Anyways, this was on there. I took it down. I had dusted, and I was planning to bring in an old vintage dress form and a couple of other things, put the windows up on the wall and decorate it, and I just never got to it. Just a couple of random things that I'm not sure what to do with yet. Just random stuff. And I have a basket with all of my wrapping paper. So this here, let me move my windows. It's hard to open this with one hand. So I've got like quite a bit of like alterable things in here. I've got a lot of Melissa Francis little metal hangers. I have chipboard. I have tons of just little things in here. I have a few of these coffee sleeves because of course I've made a mini album, like a Starbucks recipe album a long time ago, and wanted to do another one and just never got to it. So I just need to figure out what to do with these things. That won't even fit in there. I'll figure out where to put it. This whole dresser, I don't even remember where I got it. Yard sale or something. I repainted it. I painted the knobs. Just little boxes and trays to put things in. Random stuff, doilies, random stuff. I need to destash some things. A bag of jewelry and bits and baubles of things that I am not using, that I probably won't use. These are Jello molds. I have boxes and things that I will be wanting to repurpose. This was a soap box. So just things like that is what I've got. Ephemera, tons of ephemera in here. Flashcards, subtraction flashcards. Book covers, old pages, old maps. And then down here, I've got projects that I've not finished, and some things that I just threw in here just because. See, I need to reorganize. Okay. And then down on this side here, now I have a mess going on down there as well. I have tons of fabric and things in this big wire basket. I don't know what to do with this big wire basket just yet. I want to reuse it because it's awesome. It's a huge wire basket. Huge, huge. Anyways, I've got doilies and other fabrics, old vintage fabrics, and like an old sweater apparently. I'm holding on to my Cricut box, as you can see, but this does need to go to the garage. The blue one has all of the photos that I own that are old from when I first met my honey. I was 16 years old, and we've got tons of family photos and stuff in there. In that basket is an old serger. It was gifted to me by a really good friend of mine. This is my box that I put in like my electrical cords and some extra bulbs and stuff. That needs to get put away in a spot that's like maybe up high up on the cabinet there. But it doesn't have a handle, so I'm not sure what's in there. Oh wow, I have old patterns. I think I was saving these because I wanted to put some of these like on a bookshelf just to have them displayed because I think they're so cool looking. This looks like they're musical, like music, sheet music. But I have a few things that are just, they're random. Like a lot of this rub-ons, pink paisley artisan stuff. Yeah, old magazines, old cigar boxes. So I haven't gotten to it yet. Okay. My sewing desk. I bought this desk for Anna for school when she went off to college. We moved back over here. She didn't have space in her bedroom. So she was like, Mom, I don't have any place to put this. I'm like, okay, that's fine, I'll take it. So I brought it over here to the studio and I made it my sewing table. So, but it's got beautiful detail. I think it's so pretty. Just got some random stuff for sewing. A little box that's got like safety pins, different color safety pins. I don't know what this was from, but I can't remember what I used this for. Anywho, this long drawer just houses right now. It's just some crochet needles or knitting needles. This one here, I love this drawer. I found these little boxes at Craft Warehouse. They're just small little boxes. And then I organized all, oh, here's one. It's easier to take out. It's a soft pine box. I bought them just specifically for this drawer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's 5. Yep, 5 that fit in here. But I color coordinate my thread. And then I have some big ones here, some bigger spools. Have some zippers, some, it says baby elastic. I think this is like seam binding type stuff. Foot press, tons of different feet for the sewing machine. I think it's for the Singer, but I did save these so that I can use it. I can refer to it. Okay. Old buttons. My old box. Some little bit of ephemera back there. Old oil. This is a button holder, something by Singer. It's just cute. I have old stuff because I want to display it eventually. So that goes in there. Just on top, I have a couple pants that I need to fix because the seam started to undo. And I'm still in the middle of my project where I'm trying to organize all of my dies. So I have this stuff out, just laying everywhere. Not really knowing if I'm going to use these boxes or the baskets. I don't know right now. It's just baskets, these 2 baskets, and then I have a small vintage sewing drawer. It just is mismatched for some reason. It just doesn't look right to me anymore. So I'm trying to figure out a new way to do this. Anyhow, small little tray that I found somewhere. I think it was a Goodwill. And I love to display just how pretty the patterns are. They just look so cute. Then I have an old vintage dress form, an old yardstick that's foldable. I thought it was so pretty. And then a mason jar full of old spools of thread that I love. It's dusty. Lord help me, just help me. Anyways, so that's what I have on this desk here. Around the corner I have an IKEA, one of the newer carts, a utility cart. I believe it comes in black and white. Look how dusty it got. Oh my gosh. I have like some Lindy Stamp Gang and Heidi Swap sprays. This one is full of Glimmer Mist and Lindy Stamp Gang. I have some candle jars because I make candles now. It's part of the business that I'm in with my sister-in-law and my niece. I make their candles and their wax melts. I make them also for myself since I already know how to make them. So these are prepped and ready to go. I'm just waiting for my fragrance oils to come in so that I can make some more. Super dusty in there, my goodness. Some embossing, actually that's dry glitter. Have embossing enamel, some UT, embossing powder. I don't even know if I have anything in here right now. Martha Stewart stuff. Empty. This, I was gonna put this in the laundry room and it never made it there. Trash can, still some more baskets for the organizing. My desk that I do my videos on. Just techie stuff in here. It's very pretty. I love this desk. I just brought it out here too, so I'm not very organized right now with it. And then this table I found at a yard sale. No, not a yard sale, a Goodwill. That was child height, and my husband put in these studs here and lifted it up for me, so now it's at waist height. Guys, just have a few essential stuff here. Now over here on this side, I do have a wire shelf that I just added because I got the Cricut maker and I've been making some labels for a family business that we're doing. It stands about 5.5, 6 feet tall. I don't know. Down here I have some waxes because I make the candles for our company. So in this little dog food bin, I have some chunks of wax that I bought. I have still one in the block, and then I broke this up to be able to melt it a little bit easier. I have some coconut oil and one of my melting pans pots there, and wood wicks that I use. Now this is just for my personal use. I have some in LA. I have my own stock over there that we use for the company. This is my laser printer that I use specifically when I'm doing foiling accents. This is my Cricut maker. I do have a photo printer. I have my selfie photo printer here that I keep close by because I print from either my little desk there, or I'll print from my phone here when I'm doing some project or whatever. And I'm gonna be reconfiguring that's in this room because it's not how I want it yet. My old Cricut expression that stopped working and I don't know what to do with it. This is some scrap foil that I have, some gold and some rose gold. Some vinyl laminate, some paper that I use. I have some printer paper up here that I've just been throwing back up here. I also have some iron-on paper that I'm going to be experimenting with on some shirts and things. And I use online labels. That's where I have some of our printer paper or label paper. Up here, I just have a basket that has the carrying case for the Cricut that I bought separately, actually. I have our foil that I buy. This is for no labels stuff. My mats, but I just hang it up there with an S hook. So this is my setup here. This is my workstation. Let me move this out of the way. There's Anna's dog, Navi. That's her spot right there, right in the middle. Okay, so this is my workstation. This is the one that I've had for like 8-9 years now. 2 tables that I bumped together, but they make an awesome surface area. This is my remote to my fan up above me. Some acrylic blocks, and there's just some stuff that I'm working on right here. It's just a little bit of a mess. This is the carousel from Harbor Freight that I spray painted in this color, and it's been holding up okay so far. Look at that. How dusty is that? Oh gosh. All of this is all little tiny little punches. And then spun brushes, punches. I know this is probably not the most organized, but I like it. I like to pull it out and sift through. I have too much for it to be anywhere else. Punches. I have some things that I'm listing for sale at the bottom here. Some mediums, some Prima stuff, adhesives, Maya Road envelopes, some Tim Holtz clocks, distress tools. It's going to be cheap, y'all, so. Alright, so those are the 2 tables that I put together. I still use them the same way. I just have new baskets and stuff there on the other side as well. This is the luggage that I'm taking some crafty things with me to LA. It's kind of already semi-packed, but it's going to stay there because I have things to put back in there. This is my tower that's got mediums in it, heavy gel, fiber paste, molding paste. I have UT, some other mediums in here, Mod Podge, gesso, things like that. And I've had this for a long time. And this is from an IKEA by Lazy Susan. I have some like date punch type things on a Ranger craft spinner. This is a dish that I found at Home Goods. I think it's Home Goods, and it is dusty. I picked it up because I wanted it specifically for this reason, to have like my cards and things for when I'm doing some stuff in my calendar. I have a box with some photos and stuff that I was using for a project, which is what this mess is from. And then some more stuff. These are the flowers that I'm gonna have for sale. I have some more eyelets that I need to sell. These 2 are empty right now. These are ribbons. And these 2 are ribbons. This doesn't have much. And as markers, fabric softener sheets. This is the eye tool for setting eyelets and stuff. This is just some random stuff, an extra glue gun, some Dymo stuff, an old Dymo label maker, a couple of old ones. This is all my tools, tools, pliers, screwdrivers, cable ties. My husband and I use this drawer. And I forgot to show you these. So I have my mink tool. Actually, I need to put this up here because I will forget that I have it. So this goes up here. So here I have some markers, paint brushes. These are from Michael's, these little drawer thingies. A lot of my little sharp stuff, craft knives, scissors, some tools, distress tools, water brushes, bigger brushes, calligraphy pen, wipes, and glue and residue eraser. This is a scrubber, stamp scrubber. This one has some tools in it. All my hole punches, my brayers. This is the Tim Holtz hole puncher. My tiny attacher and my button press maker, my corner chomper, my crocodile, and some adhesives in this one. My ATG, score tape. I have score tape in another drawer as well. All of my glue sticks, some paper clips and things. A6000 double-sided adhesive foam tapes. Alright, so that is that side. Let's just turn around here. Oh, what a mess. I love this cabinet. It's my favorite cabinet. I do have the locker basket that goes there, but it's over there in front of the window with some product that it doesn't fit in there, so I just left it out. Anyways, I bought these locker baskets off Marketplace for, I think all 6 of them I bought for like $125 for all 6, but they fit perfectly, as you can see. So the cabinet did not have this top to it. We added this top, my husband and I. I stained it, he nailed it in, he built it, like put it together. All of my designer papers are here up until this point, then they're all cardstock, black, white, all 12 by 12 cardstock. And then I have like Kaiser Craft, Pink Paisley, Bo Bunny, Simple Stories, Graphic 45 papers there, but I also have like cardstock there, white cardstock, cream, craft, black, solid colors, but they're all 8.5 by 11. And I have tons of my stamps, my distress stamps there, memento stamps there, some pigment stamps there. On top I have like some paper collections that I've been pulling out little bits and pieces from because I'm working on an album, my kids' wedding album for Anna and Sebastian. And I've left this out here. It's been out here for probably 1.5 years now. It's just sitting here right next to my cutter. Tons of scraps that I need to go through because some of it I've just been in a hurry and I just left it all there. This is a metal, I don't know if it's an old refrigerator metal, oh my gosh, what's the word? Storage box or whatever, but I do like it so much. I do put a couple of things, God, it's so dusty in here. I have my punch board, my envelope punch board in there. I have another scoreboard down back there. Anyways, I do have small cutters that I do sit in there and a smaller scoreboard that I sit in there. And that's just because it's easy access. I really like that. Layouts, baskets that have packaging things in it. So over here I have an old mail sorter that we rescued from a church in Oregon. They were going to just take it off the wall and toss it, and I rescued it. I took out all of the slits or the little bits of wood that would slide into like these little grooves because they were actual mail sorters. And I took that off. I just painted it and distressed it just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, here's some still left. Some of them don't even fit really well, so... They had all of these on there, and I took a lot of them off and left just the top shelves open. So I have some extra blades and magnet squares. I have a paper punch. Look at this. See, this is how long I haven't been here. Oh, my word. I have some buttons, other buttons back there. These are some little clay things that my daughter made. Anna works a lot with the sculpty clays and things, and she made tons of different ones that she gave as gifts. She made some just for fun, and she gave me a couple of them. These are supposed to be charms, but look at this donut. Look how cute that is. So cute. So cute. Anyways, she's super talented and patient that way. The little sushi rice thing, I don't even know what it's called. And check this out. She made this cute little waffle cone. She laid it out and wrapped it. I don't know how she did the little grids on there, but she put the little, I don't know how she did it, to tell you the truth. I really don't. I believe the ice cream, she used a sponge to do the texture on top. And then I honestly am not sure about the chocolate drizzle on top. I don't know how she did that. The little peanut looking things on top, she rolled it out some clay, like with her hand, just rolling it out until it was like skinny and long and very thin. She chopped it up into bits, and then she just like picked them up with the ice cream. It's so cute. Little eye hook right there, but it's so stinking adorable, and I love it. She also made me, let me show you here without making you dizzy. Up here she made Mario Brothers characters from the game. I just love how she made that, and she gave it to me, and I was not gonna put on a keychain because it was gonna fall apart. I didn't. I cherish it. I really do. So I keep it up on my lamp, up here on the little knob, and I look at it every day when I turn it on. Well, when I'm here. So I have all of my paint bottles are all color coordinated, black and cream and white. And rusts, yellows, pinks, reds, purples, blues, aquas, tons of green. I don't know why. I don't even like green really. I don't know why I have so much green. And then some chalkboard paint there. And then my wooden block stamps. Some cards that I made and projects that I made. I only have a couple of things that I made displayed here. It's a calendar that I don't think I ever shared with you guys. I don't think I did. An old project that I was going to make for Anna. She kind of grew out of the steampunk thing, so I kept it. And then the dolly and lace project that I made for her on a canvas, a flat canvas. When she turned 18 is her senior picture. Super cute, huh? I love it. In this shelf here is my Sizzix shelf. I found this shelf, and I think it was on Marketplace, and I just painted it, distressed it just a little bit, and added all of my Sizzix dies on there. Pretty much all of the Sizzix dies that I own. All down there is all Tim Holtz, and I need to sift through there because there's some of them that I know that I'm not going to use. I don't think I've pulled anything out of there for quite a while. So, and I don't even know what I have down here. Oh, just some of the smaller Tim Holtz dies. Just several of those. Okay, so that's that side. Over here are some of the products that I have that I'm going to be listing. I have them sitting in bins that I actually put them in the car, and I took them down to LA with me. I was going to do a yard sale or something to try and get rid of some of these things. Just things have happened. I did make some sales, but not a lot, and I brought them back because I knew I was going to be here in Washington for a little while. So I'll be showing a video on some of the things that I have here. This is a cabinet that I bought. Actually, this is a separate piece. This one I found on Marketplace. Some guy he just had some piece of furniture that he wanted to get rid of. And I went and saw it, and I thought it was cute for my fabrics, so I bought it from him. And I love it, actually. It's one of my favorite little cabinets, but it's just a little bit hard. It is nice and deep, which I like, but I think that I'm going to be moving my fabrics over to the hutch because now it's pretty much empty. And I do like to be able to see fabrics, so I'm going to be moving all of this stuff out. Anyway, some projects that I do want to make, so I ended up just leaving some of this stuff here. And and then years before, when I was working at Elm Street Antiques, I was selling some of my products and stuff in that store a few times a week. And so this is where I bought this piece, this top part of the hutch. It was just by itself, it didn't have a bottom part. It was sitting on the floor and I loved it. I love that lattice that is up there. It's super adorable. Anyways, it doesn't fit my magazines like vertically, so I have to lay them down sideways like this, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna get rid of these two pieces and put it in the dining room, because I can use my cookbooks and things over there, and I can put some books that are crafty things over in my hutch back there. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna arrange this business that's going on over here. That's an IKEA Alex drawer, but it's a tall one, so I've got things in here. Some overflow of stamps. Still have some Tim Holtz ink. They're just overflow. Some leftover of the sponges for the distressors. This one's for the alcohol ink, but I leave it down here, and the little felts for that as well. And then I have my big tower, my 5-level tower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the distressors. And then behind, this was not supposed to go there, but it's been living there for a while now. I have some vintage jars back here with things like Scrabble tile. I'm hearing scratching back here. Are you stuck in here? Charles? Uh-huh. There she is. So we got Navi that's in a cone because she has a paw infection or some irritation. Oh my gosh, you're gonna knock everything down. Back here is an IKEA storage unit and a desk where I keep my Cricut. I do have some stuff that I just need to clear, things that I just needed a place to put them, and I shoved them in there. All of my chipboard, my brown craft chipboard is there, black chipboard, white chipboard, an old calendar that I made that I don't know what to do with. I left it in there. This is an IKEA light if you haven't guessed it yet. But I do have looks like an old project that I had started on. It's just sitting in there. Down here is, just because I didn't have any place to put this, the altered dollhouse. You can use it for anything now, really. That is just a wood like canvas piece to create a project on top of. So, and then I found this little vintage metal drawer, like a library drawer. Down here I have a lot of other products to sell. Jeez, I think Prima packs. Products, I forgot I had them in here. So all of these envelopes, there's probably 5 back in there. All the stuff that you find in your scrap room. So I have a few of those in there. I do have a lot of like wood boxes back there, like to alter in that one, and in this little one here. There I have a couple of file boxes that have scraps of paper, scrapbook paper. So anyways, that's in there, and it's a little bit difficult to get to because it's back underneath everything. Just some things that are like from events and graduations and stuff that I'm keeping in those boxes. That box is empty. It's an old travel case. Some wreath forms. Anyways, a basket that I was going to give to a little girl that her mom bought, a sewing table that I was selling, and I think I deleted the post and now I can't find them to tell them, hey, I have a little basket for your daughter. Anyways, it's got cute little stuff in it that I put in there for her so she can play with, and because she wanted to learn how to sew and do scrapbooking, crafting stuff. I have some chipboard, like the dollar, do you remember the dollar bins at Michael's with the little chipboard shapes and things? I have tons of them in there, and I need to sell those as well. And some dies, cutting pads, an old frame that had something in it, a stencil that I used for a piece of furniture that I did, and then a couple of empty boxes in there. This is an empty box. Some rub-ons and things that I need to get rid of. I just have a lot of crap. So, I need to clean it up. This is the album that I'm still working on. So, real quick, I'm in the middle of cleaning too. This is my scrap room. Even in that hallway. Yeah. Tons to do. Tons to do. Hopefully the next video when I'm done with this studio, I can share with you guys when it's all nice and clean and redone and things are moved around. It's my plan anyways. You guys have a good day. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye y'all.